Hello, everyone. It's me, Chloe, a, um, a founder of Mental Me. But in the other hand, I like you to call me a career navigator for your, like any career development or any, needed to unlock your potential or guide you, giving you some advice regarding to how to break the silence or how to go through the middle life career crisis. Or moreover, I focus to help migrants to well planted in a global culture. When you first landed in a very different country, no network, not enough money to survive, no job, just a suitcase. But in order to win all the battles, do you need money? Do you need network? Do you need like a little bit courage to speak out of yourself in a very strange country and in a completely upside down culture from where you were born? Do you know what you need at all? It's a mindset, right? So I have just launched a podcast called Pack a Mindset Go Global on Spotify. I will put the link in the comment. But moreover than that, I would, I want to take this advantage. I want to take the momentum in order to create a series of career healing workshops, like a self space for you to learn about yourself, for you knowing that there is someone out there called Chloe sitting there, walk the path that you are right now and truly understand. So we set it all, everything in the ecosystem just to support you. And moreover than that, just so you know that you are not alone. So to be honest, I do not have any career coaching certificate, but I do have a lot of experience, life experience, bloody experience during my entrepreneurship, during my migration journey. And this is the biggest motivation, and it's like my life mission is to build mentor me and bring mentor me closer to any migration network out there, so that any migrant like us, for example, like your skilled workers or you professionals in the local country, but when you come to a different country, you are zero. How do you get over it? Like I did. So my own life experience, I think it validates more than just a certificate. So that's why I do not call myself a coach. I rather you guys call me a mentor or a navigator, the one that who willing to listen, to give you some advice from my life experience, and then we walk through the path together. How to motivate you, how to get you fully committed to what you are planning, and inspiring you a bit, because as a like solo mom entrepreneur of 4 kids with a 5-year mentor me journey, I believe that I got a lot to tell. Welcome to my number one workshop called If You Are Feeling About It Seems Like Your Career is Broken, but it's totally not your fault. What would you do? And is there any signals or any advices that trigger you to dig down more about the problems or about the uncertainties during your career that you are feeling right now? Through this workshop, this very, very first workshop that I've been ever done like this, I hope that you find the answer. So let's go with me. Let me turn my slide. Okay. So after this, there's gonna be a summary slide that I will put in the on my website, so you can come to my website and download it as a tutorial learning for you later. Okay. First of all, before we go into the a little bit about the methodologies or the way that how you can question the right questions for yourself, I will need a notebook. I will need you to have a notebook and a pen because we do need have to write a lot in this section. Okay, so the question number one, you may have to note it down is, are you feeling uncertain about your career, about your job, about who you are and where you are right now? You don't need to answer me now. All right. So all you need is, if you ever pop up some kind of question like that, then there you go. You are in the right place. So if the answer I assuming is yes, so here are some signals or some like some universe message that you may need to find out in order to really understand what the circumstance you are right now. If you answer yes, then you have to dig down what really break you or break us right now. Are you trying too hard for too long on the same job without no clear, no clear pathway, no clear vision or mission of what you are doing, what you do right now? If you ever been in that situation for around at least 6 months, and then you seriously need to slow down and ask yourself the question, what the hell happening to me, to my career right now? You may need to revisit the reason why you started that career, this career, or this job, and then write it down. If you can't remember, try as hard as you can remember every little thing about the reason why you started. Then write it down. And then revisit to the present right now. Is everything messed up right now? And why is messed up? Because of blah blah blah, because of the company strategies being broken down, because of the recession of the economy, the global economy you are experiencing right now. Not just your company, but you are feeling that, okay, the economy is really recession right now. It is really at the end of the recession. Or your goal has been changed. Recently, have you met someone or have you read something that, boom, gave you the eureka of something that I need to rewrite my life differently, especially in my career? I am not doing my dream job. I'm not doing what I dreamed when I was a kid. Or I'm just doing this like a robot. No emotion, no passion, no energy in everything I do right now. So that the signal, the number one signal is, are you trying too hard, at least for 6 months, just to understand why you are so bored at your work or at your career right now? Okay? If you got that signal and note it down, there's one. And there's another two. You are being in survival mode for at least 6 months. For example, you really don't want to wake up, get dressed, and do a job that give you money by the end of the month, give you the paycheck. You, although you really understand that, like, I have to do it for my family. I have to buy food. I have to pay rent. I have to pay debt. I have to pay banks, blah, blah, blah. And you just wake up and get dressed and do it like a robot just to get the paycheck every fortnight or every monthly. That's the second signal that you turn your survival mode for at least 6 months. Sometimes, because I'm a founder of the company, so I really do understand how struggle the the founders or the board of directors during this very unstable and very uncertain economy right now. We as a founder have to change a lot in terms of the strategy in order to protect our vision and our mission. And more than that, we protect our promise, our products, our promise to the market out there. Right? So products makes money, and we used to make very easy money by selling the right product to the right people. But now this time, even the companies, even the best companies, they laid off a lot. Because what? They need to change to adapt to the recession of economy. So if you don't adapt, then you lose your job. Which means even company they have to turn on the survival mode. But the longest survival mode should be a 1 year at max level. To me, it's 6 months. If you cannot survive in 6 months, which means you are going in completely wrong pathway. You have to stop, reset, pull on together, and think again. Okay, continue. And the third one would be you outgrowing your old dreams. Like I just said in the second point is, sorry, in the first point is sometimes you have a wake up call in the middle of the night or in the middle of the day, by having a talk or having a conversation with someone or watching a movie or reading a books, and then you realize, oh, am I doing the job that I dreaming from when I was a kid, right? If you ever have that question pop up ever during the last of 6 months, then you have to slow down and ask yourself really about that. Or the final one is the dead end. Are you living a life that no longer fits? Career or job is your life. To me, success is you doing the thing that not just making you having some good money, meaningful money, but also triggering you that what really core values you are born with. Or they unlock more potentiality in you. To me, that's a success. If you do not feel any that kind of success sparkling in your life lately, at least for 6 months, then you have to slow down and, you know, restart in somewhere. I don't know the answer yet because you may know it already, or you may not. When you watching this video, maybe you don't. Oh, are you talking nonsense here? I'm kind of not having a job, having well-paid job. That's that's an appreciation to me. That's a lot to me. Okay, that's a lot. If deep down there's nothing spark you up, there's nothing wake you up in the middle of the night, then you're absolutely living your dream. All right. Even you living your dream, living your passion, you have to pay price. All right. Okay, so why do we call career healing? Because we want these sections are the key moments that you have to be honest with yourself. You do not need to be honest with other people out there, but firstly, let's be honest with yourself and let you really answer the key four questions, the key four signals that I have just mentioned above. If you write it down, give yourself a little bit time and answer it thoroughly, truthfully, naked truthfully, then you will understand the some kind of blurry, the cloudy inside you will be lifted up a bit. So here's the truth. Your career is not a failure. You have to understand it and you have to really stick it into your mind. The career that you choose right now is not a failure. Neither are you. All right? No one or nothing is a failure here. It's all about experience, guys. It's all about experience. If you experience this kind of far, this kind of thing for this long, then you are good. So what is the lesson learned after the journey, such a long journey of that career bring it to you? Write down the experience, the lesson that the job, the career gave you. So nothing or no one is a failure. It is just a reflection, or what I'm just saying is the experience, reflection. Because when you write down the key lesson learned, the job, the people in the job, the career that gave you, is about reflection. It's a mirror of where you've been and who you are becoming. All right, so here's the truth. I repeat it again, okay? Your career nor yourself is a failure. Everything you do right now, at very moment right now, it is a reflection. So rather than you blame on someone or something, let's just change the perspective here. What did or what do I learn from this job, from this career, from this environment? So it's rather than a reflection, all right? And it is a mirror of where you've been. You've gone far enough, right? So what have you learned so far? And it will reflect who you are becoming. Do you really want to become the expert or the technician in the areas that you are working right now? If the answer is yes, so you've got to find a solution, a way out to turn a so-called failure career into a very well reflected success for you in order to go through the blurry cloud to go to the next level. If it does not reflect who you are or who you want to become in, then stop immediately. Give yourself a break and then reset the goal from the beginning. All right? So there is a little bit homework that I like you to take note down and try to do it when you have free time or when you have a long time. Ask yourself these three questions. When did you first feel disconnected from your work, from your job? That's the question number one. The question number two is, if you didn't have to fake it anymore, what would you tell yourself about the job, of course? Okay, so two questions. I repeat. The first one, when did you first feel disconnected from your job? The second one, if you didn't have to fake it anymore, what would you tell yourself or what would you do? All right. Write it, the answers. And after all, I want to sum up. If you have if you trust in universe order, universe divine timing, everything happens for a reason. If you are kind of a person trusting in something like that, then you will find that writing everything down is how you correcting, reflecting yourself, and you are speaking to your true self. And then you try to connect with yourself more. So here is the final recap that I want to give during the very first section with you is, if you can write a letter to your career, start with Dear Career. You can name any career that you like to. After all, the exercise, the homework, the assignment I told you to do in the beginning until here, recap it by writing a letter. Dear Career, I am tired of pretending, blah, blah, blah. Write as much as you can, as long as you can. Okay, you have 1 week to do it until the next week we see you again in, every 8 a.m. Sunday morning. Okay? And before you do something very true, before you fight the way, go back into yourself, connect with your true self, you have to get some permission. Repeat after me. You are allowed to pause. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to begin again. Okay? Thank you very much. And I just want to reassure that every journey is just an experience, it's just a reflection. So this is not a breakdown, this is not your own, none of your fault at all. This is just a breakthrough. Remember, whenever you go down on one hill is where and when you go up to another hill, which is higher, which is more ambitious, and which is more you. I wish you the best. See you next week. My name is Chloe. Thank you and see you again.